I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Is it cold out there? Oh, no, no. Welcome back, y'all. I got cut off because apparently with this app that I'm using, you can only be on here for an extended amount of time. So that just gave me the room to go in and meddle with my phone while it told me that I didn't have enough room. Take my shower, get the kids in the shower, get my stuff together for church tomorrow. Put my little nails on, and then that was it. So I'm back. And I left off where the principal had told me and my daughter that she wasn't suspended, and she reassured us that, and she was just like, because she didn't hurt the assistant that was helping her on the outside. But normally it would be a 5-day suspension, and I'm looking at her like, 5-day suspension for what? You know what I'm saying? Okay, because it could have hurt the teacher and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Now, me not being in my right mind, should have read the paper. I was wondering, I didn't wonder, but it was kind of odd, and I found it that she didn't share the paper with us. So like literally, because my table, like I told you, just the kids' table. Literally, usually they would go over the paper with you and everything. She just was like, so you know what? She told my daughter, you know about this paper. It just explains what you did today, and that's it. She told us it's not a suspension. She said, however, we are sending her home today with a cool down day for tomorrow, which was Thursday, and then on Friday she was to return to school. So so we were like, okay, cool. She goes to school Friday, and they sent her back home talking about she was suspended, and we're like, suspended? Like, when did all this occur? And so, mind you, they think you dumb at the schools, first of all. And so they talk to you any old kind of way. So when I called up there, they were like, yeah, you should have read the paper. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of y'all. And I'm tired of everybody in there and your whole staff. I shouldn't have read anything. Your principal told me distinctively, sat there in my face and told me that my daughter was not suspended. Better yet, she was just being sent home that day for the rest of the day. And then Thursday was her cool down day with a return of Friday. Well, the letter stated that. So it wasn't until I picked up the letter and I told the lady, I was like, well, next time I'm going to read. I said, but you know what? Your principal told me that this wasn't a suspension, and that was that. But mind you, the day when I went in to pick her up from the incident that she had, I told them, I was like, I don't want her in this school no more, because I don't feel like she's safe in this school. I understand that every school has fights, but come on now. I literally went in to go pick her up one morning, which was part of the week. And there was a girl who had a fight. 9 o'clock in the morning, these kids is fighting. My daughter showed me something that the schools, and I should take it to the school and show them, that these kids are literally fighting for damn near a minute, and no one's breaking it up. Where are your teachers? Where are the assistants? Where are the people that yard duties and so on and so forth? The principal can barely break it up. It's just crazy. And I told him, if you're understaffed, then why don't you go ahead and just close the school and scatter the kids around and make sure that the kids get into a school that don't allow all of this, because there are schools that literally don't allow fighting. And literally anybody who was involved in that fighting, instigating and everything, fighting or not, you are going to get suspended. Simple as that. That's a lot of kids that lose out on the days of work, but I think they all need to be suspended. So I put in a transfer for her to go to a different school. So I'm waiting on the reply from them, and hopefully it'll go through. And we've mentioned to her, like, just because you're changing schools doesn't mean anything. You need to go there and you need to mind your own business, and that'll be that. But we kind of understand and feel and figure that we're going to have a child that always fight, and we have to prevent that, which means we have to just keep on talking to her every day and letting her know that that's not the way to go. That's not cool. If you are constantly having these issues and problems, it's you. Then you need to evaluate the situation and move yourself from out of it and just go to school and to learn. So I exchanged emails with the school and the Fairfield Sassoon Unified School District, and finally I didn't get no replies from nobody that I liked, and they kept sending my stuff to the same people. So I would email the principal, and the principal would email the vice principal, and I tried to email the superintendent. The superintendent claimed she read it, and then had her secretary pick it up to call me. I said to the secretary, "You know darn well that superintendent didn't read that. You read it. You explained to her, and she said for you to forward it over to the school. Why are you forwarding it over to the school when I've already dealt with it with the school and ain't got a result out of it?" So they try to tell you what you don't already know and try to make it seem like you're crazy and you're dumb and the principal is the last resort and blah 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 blah. All that at this point I don't want to hear anything that they got to say. So the last email that I sent the principal, it explained how she lied. Like I told her straight up, you lied. You told us that it wasn't a suspension. You sat there in our face. How is it that a child is going to tell you the same thing that an adult is telling you? Why, if I know my daughter's been suspended before, so if I know that she's suspended, I'm not going to send her out to the school. That's just stupid. So why would I send her out to the school knowing that she's suspended? Ain't that dumb? That's very dumb. That's what I thought. I didn't think that it was something that was right. It was something wrong about it. So they sends her home. They didn't call me. They didn't say, "Oh, Miss Jones, you have to come and pick her up because she's suspended. She's not supposed to be on the school grounds." They didn't call me. They just let her leave the office, and she came home and she's like, "They told me that I was suspended." And I'm like, "Wow, really? For real?" So I exchanged emails with the principal, and then she told me, "Oh, I'm sorry, it was a misunderstanding." And then she goes through all, like I tell my daughter all the time, and I'm going to keep this brief and keep going because it may cut me off. I got to tell my daughter, stop putting yourself in situations, because when stuff hit the fan and I got to go talk, they make it seem like it's all your fault and they don't take you serious. So she's telling me, "Sorry, it was a misunderstanding, whatever." Like I told her, no, it wasn't no misunderstanding. I know what you said. I heard what you said. You know what you said. And you just trying to cover your tail right now. I said, but if you don't remember, then maybe you need to take a vacation and reevaluate yourself, because you literally sat there and you told us that it wasn't a suspension. You told us that it was a cool down day for the rest of the day, and then a cool down day for Thursday, and then a return on Friday. Come on now. And so, but we got beyond that. Like I told her, I said, "You know what? I'm not dealing with you guys anymore." I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take this over to the Board of Education. I'm forwarding every email that I've sent over to you guys to the Board of Education. And that's it. And what I want is my respect. Okay, what I want is for the school to do something better about how they're handling how these kids come to school every single day cutting up. How is it that you have 4 to 5 fights in one day, and then the kids are fighting up to a minute on the damn yard and no one can come and get them? What in the world is going on at that school? Like, literally get some people out there. So it's making me believe and feel, and I know that the teachers are not there because they care for the kids. They're there for the checks. So that's all I wanted to say. This is the end of my video, but that's all I wanted to come here and say. And I had just been updating everybody up on Periscope and letting everybody know what has been going on and what I've been going through and the frustration and how tired I am and so on and so forth. And just to let you guys know, to make a long story short, after all of what I said, support your children and make sure you be at the schools 24/7, because if you give them a minute of thinking that you don't care and that you're not there for your student and maybe even other students, they will treat you like crap. Like, I let them know, no, Ariel has both parents in the home, and we are all here supporting her, and I'm going to always be here. So if it's anything wrong, you guys need to know what to do. I've already stated what they needed to do. But this is going to cut me off, and I'm going to go. So I hope to come back and talk about more about this real soon. Don't forget to subscribe to me, you guys. And if you sub to me, I sub back. You guys have a blessed night. Bye.